3, 4. You have to learn to pace yourself. Pressure, you're just like everybody else. Pressure, you've only had to run so far, so good. But you will come to a place where the only thing you feel are loaded guns in your face, and you have to deal with pressure. Pressure. You used to call me paranoid. Pressure, but even you cannot avoid pressure. You turn the tap dance into your crusade. Now here you are with your faith and your Peter Pan advice. You got no scars on your face, and you cannot handle pressure. I read it too. What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. Pressure. Pressure. Don't ask for help, you're all alone. Pressure. You have to answer to your own pressure. I'm sure you'll have some cosmic rationale, but here you are in the ninth, 2 men out and 3 men on. Nowhere to look but inside, where we all respond to pressure. All your life is Time magazine. I read it too. What does it mean? I'm sure you'll have some cosmic rationale, but here you are with your faith and your Peter Pan advice. You got no scars on your face, and you cannot handle pressure. 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 1, Hey, folks. Feeling a little edgy today. Not really. I'm having a really good day, as a matter of fact. But I just felt like getting started with a punch. How is everybody? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Ruth Ann. So nice to see your name in the comments every single time that I see them. What do we have going on here? What do you think my next tutorial will be? Well, you get right to it, man. Actually, I am working on the next one will be an Elton John one. I have not decided yet whether it's going to be Goodbye Yellow Brick Road or Tiny Dancer, but it'll be one of those two, and then I'll do another Billy Joel, and then I'll do another Elton John. So I've got a whole bunch of songs in the queue of things people have asked for. So there you go. And yes, one of them in the not terribly distant future will be this one. And yes, I can play that a little later in the stream. I have a couple other things scheduled first. Well, let's see here. Pick a song for you. Okay. I do have, by the way, Gary, I just want you to know I am diligently working on your Captain Fantastic. I hope to have that ready by Sunday. It's just, it's got a weird melody, and I haven't listened to it enough times to like remember where I'm going with it. But I basically have the music learned. It's about getting the lyrics dialed in enough. So that's coming up for you very soon. Family tradition. All right, well, we'll probably have to do that one here in a little bit. Let me do the next song that I had planned, and then I'll start looking at some requests. But anyway, if you're just joining us, I'm Piano Man Steve. Welcome. Every Wednesday and Sunday, we do this at 3 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Sorry, I had the reverb a little higher today, and I know that probably makes it harder to understand when I'm talking, but I've had people say that it would help the singing part, so we're just going to deal with it for the time being because I don't have a good way to turn it on and off in between songs. Anyway, I look forward to reading your requests and having a little fun together here. I'll be here for a couple hours, and if you're really enjoying yourself, I have some digital tipping options down in the description. Not required, always appreciated. Helps keep the lights turned on. Got Venmo and PayPal both. Mostly, the best gift you can give me is your presence. So, we're going to carry on with an Elton John song that some people have brought up in the comments. That's an old favorite, well, not a really old, but one of the newer ones in his catalog, actually. This came out in about 94, 95 on an album called Made in England. And I've seen him perform this a couple of times. He associates this with his AIDS Foundation very strongly. It's a beautiful song called Believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe in love, it's all we got. Love has no boundaries, costs nothing to touch. War makes money, cancer sleeps, curled up in my father, and that means something to me. Churches and dictators, politics and papers, everything crumbles sooner or later, but love, I believe in love. I believe in love. It's all we got. Love has no boundaries, no borders to cross. Love is simple, hate breeds. Those who think difference is the child of disease. Father and son make love and guns, families together kill someone, but love, I believe in love. Hey. Without love, I wouldn't believe in anything that lives and breathes. Without love, I'd have no anger. I wouldn't believe in the right to stand in. Without love, I wouldn't believe. I couldn't believe in you, and I wouldn't believe in me. Without love, I believe in love. I believe in love. I believe in love. Ooh, I love that song. Okay, let's get back to the comments here for a second. First of all, let me do a shout out here. I'm so happy to see everybody who's here, but I want to take this opportunity. This guy right here, if I can find him, there we are. This guy is a friend of mine who is a phenomenal musician and has just started doing some live streaming of his own. And I would encourage all of you to check him out. He plays a lot of the same kinds of stuff that I do. Totally different kind of singer and just a brilliant player, just absolutely a delight to listen to. A lot of you are probably already fans. Kevin Lawrence, look him up on YouTube. Check out his covers. And Kevin, put in the comments, if you would, when you're doing this. Are you going to do it on Saturdays, or have you come up with a schedule yet or whatever? But make sure that you're checking this guy out, because if you like me, I guarantee you, you're going to like him, okay? Also, those of you who are signing up, if you haven't already, because I've already got so many comments, I can't even read them all. If you would, I would love it if you would say where you're watching from. One of my favorite things in the world is to see where everybody's coming from, because we usually have a whole bunch of people from Europe and Canada and Mexico and South America, and so that's a great joy for me to see. So start putting that in the comments. I'm going to do another song here real quick, and then we'll read some of those comments and see where everyone's coming from. So I wanted to share some music with you by a couple of writers that I'm very fond of. that used to work together, and interestingly enough, they're most famous for working together, but I'm going to share songs that they did when they were not working together. Their names are Glenn Frey and Don Henley. Which a lot of you will recognize as the chief architects, the chief writers, the chief lead singers, the chief geniuses behind the Eagles. And I love their work together in the Eagles, but I also love some of the work that both of them did after they left the Eagles. And I'm going to share a couple of my favorite songs, one by each of them from after their days in the Eagles. And what is fun about this, and I'll explain, is that these songs are co-written by other guys who helped them co-write some of the Eagles songs. So this one is my favorite Glenn Frey song, post-Eagles. It was co-written by a fella named Jack Tempchin. Jack Tempchin helped write Peaceful Easy Feeling, which is, I like the way sparkling earrings lay, which is a great song. He also helped write 'Cause I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. Okay, so it's a great writer. Glenn connected with him again after the Eagles broke up in 1980 and said, would you like to be my chief songwriting partner as I embark on a solo career? And they came up with some doozies. This is my favorite one of the pack. In case you ever watched Miami Vice. Goes down, the night rolls in, and you can feel it starting all over again. The moon comes up and the music calls. You're getting tired of staring at the same four walls. You're out of your room, you're down on the street. You can feel the crowds in the midnight heat. The traffic roars, the sirens scream. Look at the faces, it's just like a dream. Nobody knows where you're going. Nobody cares where you've been. 'Cause you belong to the city. You belong to the nights. Living in a river of darkness beneath the neon lights. Oh, you were born in the city, concrete under your feet. It's in your moves, it's in your blood. You're a man on the streets. When you said goodbye, you were on the run, trying to get away from the things you've done. Now you're back again, and you're feeling strange. So much has happened, but nothing has changed. You still don't know where you're going. You're still just a face in the crowd, 'cause you belong to the city. You belong to the nights, living in a river of darkness beneath the neon lights. You were born in the city, the concrete under your feet. It's in your blood, it's in your moves for a man of the streets. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can see it, you can face it, you can hear it, you're getting near it, you wanna make it, yeah, 'cause you can take it. You belong to the city, you belong to the nights, you belong to the city, you belong to the night, you belong, you belong. Woo! You belong. You belong. All righty. Let's see. What do we have now? Oh, yes. I'll get back to requests after this one. This is, as I said, I wanted to play one by Glenn Frey. That was by Glenn Frey and Jack Tempchin. Now, Don Henley. Don Henley was the other great singer, great songwriter from the Eagles. And interestingly enough, Glenn Frey became his very first friend that he ever met when he went to Los Angeles, was a fellow named John David Souther. Goes by J.D. Souther. They were roommates, and then they picked up another roommate, incidentally, by the name of Jackson Brown, all before any of them amounted to anything in the industry. And so they were very good friends. And J.D. and Glenn actually created a little duo for a while. It never made any money, never went anywhere, but they were really important. And J.D. did some co-writing with the Eagles. So things like, in case you're familiar with whoa, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. Whoa, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. He helped co-write that. He helped co-write There's Talk on the Street. It sounds so familiar. Great Expectations, Everybody's Watching You. And another of my very favorites that he helped write was Gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Gonna be a heartache tonight, I know. Oh, I know. So he's got a prolific career writing with the Eagles as well. Well, there was a falling out, obviously, in 1980 between all the members of the Eagles, and Don and Glenn, who had been best buds for the longest time, kind of weren't speaking. And somehow that fallout ended up extending between J.D. and Glenn Frey. They did eventually reconcile along with everybody else. But J.D. Souther became an important co-writer for about 10 years in the 80s with Don Henley. So go figure that one out, huh? They wrote a lot of good stuff together, but as far as I'm concerned, the best one in John's entire solo catalog by a mile without even a close second, and I like a lot of them, but this one is just head and shoulders above in my view. Came out in 1989, and it's called The Heart of the Matter.
I got the call today that I didn't want to hear, but I knew that it would come. An old true friend of ours was talking on the phone, said you'd found someone. And I thought of all the bad luck, the struggles we went through, how I lost me and you lost you. What all those voices outside love's open door make us throw off our contentment and beg for something more. But I'm learning to live without you now, but I miss you sometimes, and the more I know, the less I understand all these things I thought I knew. I'm learning again. Been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but my will gets weak, and my thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. All these times are so uncertain, there's a yearning undefined, and people filled with rage. We all need a little tenderness. How can love survive in such a graceless age? Oh, the trust and self-assurance that lead to happiness, they're the very things we kill, I guess. Oh, pride and competition cannot fill these open arms, and the work I put between us, you know it doesn't keep me warm. I'm learning to live without you now, but I miss you, baby. And the more I know, the less I understand all the things I thought I'd figured out. I have to learn again. Been trying to get down to the heart of the matter, but everything changes, and my friends seem to scatter, so I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. There are people in your life who've come and gone. They'll let you down, you know they'll hurt your pride. You gotta put it all behind you, baby, 'cause life goes on. You're carrying that anger, it'll eat you up inside, baby. I'm trying to get down my will gets weak. And my thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me. Trying to get down to the heart of the matter, 'cause the flesh will grow weak and the ashes are scattered, so I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you don't love me. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. Ooh, forgiveness. Even if you don't love me anymore. All right, thank you for indulging me. I love the Eagles, and I love Don Henley and Glenn Frey together as a team, and I really, really admired a lot of their work that they did on their own. Okay, let's see. Let's check in with the comments. Where is everybody from here? Nova Scotia, Canada, House of the Rising Sun. Let me see here. That one, I don't know for reals, but I might be able to play a snippet for you. Tom Tooley. Hi, how you doing? Megan Tooley. It's an inside joke. Y'all don't need to know about that. Hi, Noah. Okay, let's see. Let's get back up here. Let me see here. What's happening? I'm freezing. Uh-oh. Is anybody else having this issue? Let me know. Thanks, Gary. Well, let's see here. Oh, yes, End of the Innocents, fantastic stuff. Love it. Okay, I want to get back up here and see where everyone's coming from. Oh, my goodness. Oh, those are both good, Paul. Again, Nova Scotia. Connecticut. Yeah, we can probably do that. I don't know that one. The UK, okay. Hi, Edward, by the way. Maine, I love it. Coming in from Mexico, nice. Dairy Island, that's on the across the pond there. Spain, thank you so much. Tuning in clear over in Spain. This is a late night for you. New York City. Another from Spain. Hey, Gillum. Germany. London. Orlando. New Jersey. Hey, it's completely my pleasure, man. Let's see here. Nice. Shabowitz from New York. How we doing, my friend? Okay. I think that's enough of that for the time being. I saw a lot of good requests in there. Here's one that I have not done at any of these streams as of yet that I see I got a request for a week or two ago from
3 or 4 different people, and I just see it in the comments today, so I'm going to do this. This one by this is by Elton John, and then we'll pick up some of the other requests. We'll try and mix it up as much as we can today. This is also from the Made in England album. This is called Blessed. It was a hit single, although not like a huge hit, but it was a single. I remember hearing it on the radio. It was a good adult contemporary hit in about 95, I think, and beautiful song. It's my first time ever performing it anywhere. So that's either a really special event for you guys or it's going to be a total disaster. Here we go. Let me try the beginning again here. Hey, you're a child in my head. You haven't walked yet. Your first words have yet to be said, but I swear you'll be blessed. I know you're still just a dream. Your eyes might be green or the bluest that I've ever seen. Anyway, you'll be blessed. And you'll be blessed. You'll have the best. I promise you that. I'll pick a star from the sky, pull your name from a hat. Whoops. Well, I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. You'll be blessed. I need you before I'm too old to have and to hold, to walk with you and watch you grow, and to know you'll be blessed. And you'll be blessed. You'll have the best. I promise you that. Pull a star from the sky, pull your name from a hat. I promise you that. I promise you that. You'll be blessed. You'll have the best. I promise you that. Pick a star from the sky, pull your name from a hat. And I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. You'll be blessed. Promise you that. Promise you that. Promise you that. You'll be blessed. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. You'll be blessed. Well, I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. You'll be blessed.
thanks for that. Thank you for that request. It's always fun when I get a good excuse to play something that I've always loved and never took the time to learn. So that definitely qualifies. Let me see. Now, someone asked for the House of the Rising Sun. I do not know this song at all, actually, but I've heard it enough times. I think I can fake my way through it, just like a verse and a chorus or something. So let me find the words quick. There's a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. It's been the ruin of many poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only gambling man. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know this song. Lord, I know I'm one. Okay, I'll need to actually, refresh myself with that song if I want to do it for real. But hopefully that satisfies your urge for a little request there. Sorry I couldn't do better. You, Scott Grove. All right. You're just doing this to troll me, but I'm gonna give you a bit of it. This guy and I, he's a fantastic guitar. He's a fantastic guitar teacher, by the way, on YouTube and elsewhere. So this is a long-standing joke that we have because there's always someone in the bar asking for Freebird. If I stayed here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, this bird you cannot change. Anyway, that's all the farther I'm going because that song goes on for like a year, okay? But guys, I can see what you're talking about. Are you experiencing some choppiness in the video? Is it moving a little slow? Is that fair to say? There's a little bit of a delay between me and you guys, but it looks to me like maybe the camera's running a little slow. Okay. So I have two options for you, and I'm just going to have to ask you what your preference is. I think I see what happened. I had to watch a webinar earlier today, and I should have rebooted my computer, and didn't think to, and so that's probably what's causing this.
I can continue the stream just exactly as is, but if you would like, I am happy to push the pause button, and if you'll all stay where you're at for about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, I can come right back on. I can come back on live, and it'll probably resolve the issue completely. So I'm going to let you vote on this. If you'd rather that we just keep the momentum going, if you can hear me okay, and it's just sort of annoying you that the video is a little choppy, that's up to you. But if you want, we can do a quick reboot, and I'll come right back live right where I'm at, and it'll probably fix the whole thing. So let's take a little vote. Let me know what you think. All right. Thule says keep going. Got an either or? All right. Is the audio okay, though? Is the audio choppy, too, or is it just the video? Got another vote for keep on going. Okay. Well, we'll just keep on going, and if you're watching this on replay, I apologize for the choppy video. We learn something new every week doing this. So, as long as it sounds good. All right. Here's another request that's been coming in the last little while that I need to take care of, and then I'm going to get to another couple of requests in the stream here today. But I've had people asking me at every stream for a couple of weeks for more music from the Nylon Curtain album from Billy Joel, and this song in particular called Laura. So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here and satisfy both of those things. This is a kind of a creepy song, but I kind of like it. And I'm just going to warn you guys right now, and I'm going to warn the Billy Joel fans, I'm going to censor myself on that one spot. It's just not in my nature to drop the F-bomb on camera. It's not. Come talk to me in private, I'll be happy to, but it's just, I work clean. Okay, here we go. Laura calls me in the middle of the night, passes on her painful information, then these careless fingers, they get caught in a vice till they're bleeding on my coffee table. Living alone isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Whoa. Her poison on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Laura has a very hard time. All her life has been one long disaster. Then she tells me she suddenly believes she's seen a very good sign. She'll be taking some aggressive action. I fight her walls while she's slamming her doors in my face. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Failure to break was the only mistake that she made. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here I am, feeling like a freaking fool. Do I react the way exactly she intends me to? Every time I think I'm off the hook, she makes me lose my cool. I am her machine. She can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Laura calls me when she needs a good fix. All her questions
will get sympathetic answers. I should be so immunized to all of the tricks. She's surviving on her second chances. Sometimes I feel like this Godfather deal is all wrong. Oh, oh, oh. How do you hang on an umbilical cord for so long? Whoa, 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 whoa. Everything I can, what else am I supposed to do? I am her machine. She can punch all the keys, she can push any button I was programmed through. Laura loves me, even if I don't care. That's my problem. That's her sacred absolution. If she had to, she would put herself in my chair. Even though I faced electrocution, she always says I'm the best friend that she's ever had. Oh, oh, oh. How do you hang up on someone who needs you that bad? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so my sister's on the chat, and she wanted to hear a number by, I gotta get this Freebird thing off here. Every single time at some point I forget to take a comment off the screen. I apologize for that. Oh, yes. I will definitely do that. Thank you, Lori. That's my cousin. So, anyway, my sister wants to hear Hank Jr. Haven't done this one in a while. Let's see if I can remember how it goes. But I love playing this one out live at bars and such. Well, country music singers have always been a real close family. Lately, some of my kinfolk have disowned a few others in me. Well, I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. Get on me, wanna know, Hank, why do you drink? Why do you roll smokes? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Well, over and over, everybody made my prediction. So if I get stoned, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. Well, I am very proud of my daddy's name. Although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my position. If I get stoned, sing all night long. It's just a family tradition. Don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? And why do you roll smokes? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? If I'm down at a honky-tonk, some slick's trying to give me some friction, I say leave me alone. I'm singing all night long, 'cause it's a family tradition. Yes, sir. Lordy, I have loved me some ladies, and I have loved Jim Beam. And they both tried to kill me back in 1973. When my doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, hey, sawbones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. All right. Don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roast folks? And why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over. Try to put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned, sing all night long. It's just a family tradition. Thank you, sis. That is a stroll down amnesia lane. Okay, if you're just joining us, I'm piano man Steve Lungrin here, coming at you live from Mesquite, Nevada, in my office, which I call Nevada Square Garden. Every Wednesday and Sunday at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock on the East. I'll let you do the math on how that works out for where you live. But I try to take some requests, and I also try to bring a few things that I've had planned. Try to get a mix. Always about half the show ends up being Billy Joel and Elton John because they rock. And you guys tend to be a bunch of Billy Joel and Elton John nerds just like I am, so that works out well. Okay, but Logan, you still with me, Logan? This guy has been watching me and has been wanting to hear this song for quite some time. And I kept forgetting to play it for him. So this is actually by a great group, a more contemporary group called Train. And this is one of my two favorite songs by Train. And then we'll get back to some Billy Joel and some Elton John and look in the comments, see what else is happening here. But this is called Drops of Jupiter. Big hit in about 2008, I think. It goes something like this. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, drops of Jupiter in her hair. She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's a time to change. Hey. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. Hey. Hey. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven's overrated? Tell me, did you fall from a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss miss me while you were looking for yourself out there. Now that she's back from the soul vacation, tracing her way through the constellation, hey. She checks out Mozart while she does Tybo, reminds me that there's a room to grow, hey, 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 yeah, hey. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me. This plain old Jane told a story about a man who's gratified, so he never did land. But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and head back to the Milky Way? And tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? Can you imagine no love, pride, deep fried chicken, your best friend always sticking up for you? Even when I know you're wrong, can you imagine no first dance, freeze-dried romance, 5-hour phone conversation, best soil lobster that you've ever had and be? But tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get a chance to dance along the light of day and head back toward the Milky Way? And tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall from a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself? Na 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 na. Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? And did you fall from a shooting star? Fall from a shooting star? Now you're looking for yourself out there.
All right, Logan. Been a long time coming, man. I think you started asking for that in like April. I try to be faster than that. Let's see. I need to do something for my cousin that tomorrow my cousin's getting married in Nebraska, and I was going to be there. I was going to be there playing at the wedding, and didn't work out because of coronavirus and just other things. Like they've had to change their plans. They're doing kind of a small family, just kind of almost immediate family ceremony. So it's definitely not the event that they had originally planned because of the pandemic. But and so I can't be there, and they're just going to use some canned music, and they're going to do something a year from now that I hope I can be back at and play like they had originally asked me to. So this is we need to get back to some Billy Joel, but this is a song that I think applies very well to two people who are about to get married. This is from the Piano Man album. And I'll send this out to Megan and KJ.
when you look into my eyes and you see the crazy gypsy in my soul. It always comes as a surprise when I feel my withered roots begin to grow. Well, I never had a place that I could call my very own, but that's alright, my love, 'cause you're my home. When you touch my weary hand and you tell me everything will be alright, you say, use my body for your bed, and my love will keep you warm throughout the night. Well, I'll never be a stranger and I'll never be alone. Whenever we're together, that's my home. Home could be the Pennsylvania Turnpike, Indiana's early morning dew, or high up in the hills of California. Home is just another word for you. Could have done that better. Well, I never had a place that I could call my very own. That's alright, my love, 'cause you're my home. Well, if I wander all my life and I never get to stop and settle down, long as I have you by my side, oh, there's a roof of love and good walls all around. You're my castle, you're my cabin, and my instant pleasure dome. I need you in my house, 'cause you're my home. You're my home. Whoa. Alrighty. So that's from my cuz, my little cuz. This is one that it's an Elton John deep cut. It's an Elton John deep cut that I love to play. And my favorite experience with this song was, I saw him in Vegas a couple of times, in the $1 Million Piano. He told the story about how he and Bernie have written a number of songs about New York City. And when 9/11 happened, he was among the artists invited to come play at the big concert for 9/11 at Madison Square Garden. And they weren't sure what to play because a lot of the songs that they had done for New York were kind of upbeat, that didn't fit the mood of the moment. But this one, even though it has nothing to do really with tragedy, it's just all about New York, and it had this just the right tone. And it was a very moving moment. I remember watching it live on TV that night, but he did it at these concerts and showed footage of 9/11 and the heroic first responders and all of this. It was really a moving experience, and so I love it. It's called Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters. And now I know the Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Until you've seen this trash can dream come true, you stand at the edge while the people run you through. And I thank the Lord there's people out there like you. I thank the Lord there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's guys, he's got a lot of songs to sing, and if I knew the tunes, I might join in. I'll go my way alone, I'll grow my own seed shall be sown in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the poor man, he can drown. And I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Oh, thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. And now I know the Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. A rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. Love that song. Thank you. Let's check the comments. Woo! Oh, I love that song, man. That's another great one about man. Oh, may have to do that. Okay. Hey, Caleb. This young man, I think you said you were 17 years old and has his very first gig coming up in about less than a week. So So everybody give Caleb a virtual round of applause. Congratulations. Welcome to the world of playing for money. He wants some Neil Diamond, maybe from the Jazz Singer soundtrack. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do another one that I know you like instead, actually, if it's okay. LA's fine, the sun shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow and rents are low, but you know I keep thinking about making my way back. New York City, born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I said, to no one there. And no one heard it all, not even the chair. And now I cry, I am, said I, and I am lost and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Ever read about a frog who dreamed of being a king and then became one? Except for the names and a few of the changes when you talk about me. Story's the same one. I'm out and out, but I've got an emptiness deep inside, and I've tried. Had an emptiness in my brain about the lyrics there, but it won't let me go. And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I never cared for the sound of being alone. I said, to no one there, and no one heard it all, not even the chair. And I cry, I am, said I, and I am lost and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. All right. Word up. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. All right. I'm going to pretty much throw away the rest of my script and just go off of your requests from this point forward, I think, because there's plenty of good ones in here. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I love that you're willing to stay up this late. That's humbling. Thank you so much. Oh, all very good ones. Goodness gracious. I've been trying to do a few firsts there. Okay, so here's one that I've seen pop up in the comments 2 or 3 times today already. And I haven't done this one at a stream for a while, so here we go. I can't light no more of your darkness, and all my pictures seem to fade to black and white. And I'm growing tired, and time stands still before me. Frozen here on the ladder of my life. It's too late to save myself from falling. I took a chance and I changed your way of life, but you misread my meaning when I met you. Close the door and left me blind by the lights. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Whoa, whoa. Losing everything is like the sun's going down on me. I can't find the right romantic line, but see me once and see the way I feel. Don't discard me just because you think I mean you harm. But these cuts I have, well, they need love to help them heal. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Whoa, whoa. Losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I myself, it's always someone else I see. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. Whoa, 'cause losing everything is like the sun going down on me. All right. I am working on that one, Jake. That one is a challenging, it's not that it's like the most complicated song in the world, but it's a challenging one to do well as a solo piano. So that's what the holdup is. But I am actually working on that. It's coming. So just hang in there. Ooh-hoo, 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 ooh-hoo. Little Geo is a friend of mine. Anyway, it's a good tune. It's coming. You're very welcome. Okay, let's see. I play this one fairly often, but it popped up in the comments again. It's never a bad choice. How often do I play it? Let's try that again. Take two. Seeing the lights go out on Broadway, I saw the Empire State laying low, and life went on beyond the Palisades. They all bought Cadillacs and left there long ago. We held the concert out in Brooklyn to watch the island bridges blow. They turned our power down and drove us underground, but we went right on with the show. Oh, 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 oh. See the lights go out on Broadway. I saw the ruins at my feet. You know, we almost didn't notice it. We've seen it all the time on 42nd Street. They burned the churches up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War. They say that we're everywhere, but no one really can. It always burned out there before. Oh, see the lights go out on Broadway. Whoa, watch the mighty Skyline fall. The boats were waiting at the Battery. The Union went on
on strike that never sail at all. They sent the carrier out from Norfolk to pick the Yankees up for free. They said the Queens could stay. They blew the Bronx away, sank Manhattan out to sea. Whoa, oh, you know those lights went bright on Broadway, but that was so many years ago. Before we all lived here in Florida, before the mafia took over Mexico. There are not many to remember. They say a handful still survive to tell the world about the way the lights went out, to keep the memory alive. Okay, to those of you whose requests I haven't been able to get to you, I'm really, really sorry. It's, not depending on which platform you're on, you don't even see the total number of people and you don't see all the comments, but I have 75 people watching between the two right now, and that's been about where it's at the whole way. And so many requests, there's just no way to get them all in. So, but trying to get as many as I can. Let's see, what else came in? By the way, if you're just joining us, I'm Piano Man Steve Lungrin. We come and do this every Wednesday and Sunday at 3 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Get people from around the world, luckily, that are willing to tune in and watch. So if you're really enjoying yourself and you feel so inclined, I do have some options for digital tipping in the description. PayPal and Venmo. Not required, always appreciated. This is a beautiful song. Oh man, is this a beautiful song. Thank you, Gerardo. I'm going to play that for you. This is a song that Elton John wrote when he was just a lad living in his mom's apartment. This one was the first song that he and Bernie thought was pretty good that they wrote together. It's called Skyline, Pigeon, and it was on an album that sold 5 or 6 copies, one of them to our very own Gary Elgort here in the community. It's called Empty Sky, and this song is called Skyline, Pigeon. Turn me loose from your hands, let me fly to distant lands, over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers and forest fountains, home along the lane of the skyway, for this dark and lonely room projects a shadow, casting gloom and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of the way that the wind can turn the tide, and these shadows turn from purple into gray. For just this skyline pigeon, dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Let me wake up in the morning to the smell of new mown hay, laugh and cry to live and die in the brightness of my day. I want to hear the pealing bells, distant churches sing. Most of all, please free me from this aching metal ring, and open out this cage towards the sun. For just this skyline pigeon, dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly towards the dreams you left so very far behind.
Okay. Let us see. Oh, yeah, someone asked if I'd play some of my own music. I will, in fact, play some of my own music. And I have some prepared. I even have words. I have words printed because Lord knows I don't remember the words to my own songs. This is this is one from my 2018 release. The album was called Keep This Party Rollin', and this is my favorite, probably my favorite love song I've ever written. Kind of a medium tempo, little groove here, and it's about how after you've been with someone for a while, how the little stuff that kind of the stuff you'd never know about someone unless you spend a lot of time with them, you know, because you're both on your best behavior and you're hiding your foibles from each other for the longest time, and then, you know, you get to that point where you really do love each other, and you start to find that your favorite things about them are this little stuff that they were trying to hide from you. That's what it's called. It's called Everything You Do. Well, I love the way you wear a ponytail when you feel lazy, and that stash of chocolate you keep it for when you're feeling crazy. And I love those worn out flannel pants you like to wear at night. How every time I'm eating something sweet, you steal a bite. And I love the way that music gets you dancing without shame,
how much you just gotta win when we're playing a game. And I love that look that you give me when you want me to stay. But when I think about it, girl, what I'm trying to say is I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Well, I love the way you decorate for every new occasion, and how you take 1,000 pictures on each new vacation. I love that you still love to go make angels in the snow. And how you send a birthday card to everyone you know. And I love the times you want to wear my worn out baggy shirt, and even after all this time together, you still love to flirt. And I love the times that we both laugh till we're both in tears. And I know that I will still feel the same way in 30 years. 'Cause I love everything you do. And I love that I'm the one with you. You know I do. And I don't care where we're going, and I don't care what we do. If we're together, I'll be falling more in love with you. 'Cause I love everything you do. You know I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I love everything you do. Yes, I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I do. You know I do, yeah. I love to be the one with you. You know I do. All right, thank you. And while we're at it, I wanted to play one other song from my catalog. Last time I shared a song that I wrote in the wake of my divorce back in 2008 when I wrote that one. About, 6 months later, I really had done a lot of emotional healing from all of that. And here's what I've observed. I think a lot of times that people go through breakups or divorces or that kind of thing, and one of the things you end up having to do, it's like you're in this situation, it's not getting better, and you almost have to ramp up in your mind how bad it is in order to give yourself the permission to move on to something else, particularly when it's, when you had a wedding and you had invited hundreds of people, and it's very embarrassing, and it hurts your pride, and it feels, it's complicated. There's a legal process, and so a lot of people kind of feel like they kind of have to, dress it up a bit in their mind about how bad things are before they give themselves permission to say, you know what, it didn't work out, and it's okay. And I thought to myself, so that's what we did, both of us, and we got through the divorce, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life looking back on it as some god-awful mistake that I made. It wasn't a farce.
We did love each other. We had a lot of good times together. It turned out that we were not the right pair to grow over a long, long period of time together. And there was no way that we could have known that at 22, you know, and would I have done it differently if I could? Sure, but I can't go back. And I thought, you know, I want to honor what it was, and it was not a horrible experience. It was the greatest experience of my life up to that point. And the fact that it didn't work out was a blow, but I thought, you know, for my sake and for her sake and for what we had together, I didn't want that to be how I remembered it. And I think that a lot of people would do a lot of healing if they'd give themselves permission to look back on the good things. And that's what this is about. This is not about regret that we split up. It's just saying, you know, even though it's the right thing to do to move on, I'm not going to forget that there was a legitimate reason why we came together. And I want to share this with you. It's called The Way We Used to Be. This was on my album in 2016 called Beat Up Old Piano. I unpacked the last box of things I took from our old place. And I signed the papers and put them in the mail yesterday. We've been so caught up in all the reasons why it had to end. And though we did the right thing, I swear I won't forget why it began. And I'll never regret the time that we shared, 'cause this doesn't change how much we care. This is for the best, and I never would have guessed that it could end with you and me. That's all right, my love. We'll always have the way we used to be. I smile when I think of all the times we laughed until it hurt. The time we laid in bed all day and we both called in sick to work. I know that we both had our share of reasons for why we had to part. But I won't lose the good times, babe. No, I'll keep them in my heart. And I'll never regret the time that we shared. 'Cause this doesn't change how much we care. This is for the best, but I never could have guessed it would end with you and me. But that's all right, my love. We'll always have the way we used to be. We both walked through a different door. It wasn't working anymore,
but it was worth what we've been through. But the love we had was true. So I'll never regret the time that we shared. 'Cause this doesn't change how much we care. This is for the best, but I never would have guessed it could end with you and me. But that's alright, my love. We'll always have the way we used to be. That's alright, my love. We'll always have the way we used to be. All right, thank you very, very much. I appreciate being able to share that with you. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep from the mountains of Frey to the river so deep. I've been searching for something, sinking and I lost. But the river is wide and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and I stand on the shore, trying to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the valley of fear to the river so deep. I've been searching for something taken out of my soul, something I would never lose, something somebody stole. But I'm tired and I don't want to walk anymore. Hoping it's today the rest of my life till I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the jungle up and down to the river so deep. I've been searching for something so going to find that it can only be seen by the eyes of the blind in the middle of the night. Not sure about life after this, God knows I ain't never been a spiritual man. Baptized by the fire, I waded through the river that is running through the promised land. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the desert of truth to a river so deep. We all end in the ocean, we all start in the stream. We're all carried along by the river of dreams in the middle of the night. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gloria, and it's not so deep. Gloria, and it's not so deep.
All right. Well, folks, coming up on the end of this experience for now, but I'll be back on Sunday doing the same thing. It's my favorite thing to do. So I'll be back here Sunday, 3 o'clock Pacific time. Thanks for your requests. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the tips. Thanks for the well wishes. Thank you for all of you who bought my online course, the people who follow me on YouTube. This is such a kick to be able to do this. Shout out to Pookie, of course. Always. Thanks for letting Brian play this and play it loud through his speakers. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here with this one now, and I'll be back. I'll review all of these bazillion requests that you put in here, try and work them into future streams if I don't already have them in the pipeline.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'll buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Sat on a roof, kicked off the moss, swirled a few of the verses. Well, they've got me quite cross. The sun has been quite kind while I wrote this song for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. All right, thanks, guys, and I apologize for that sort of choppy video today. I think I know what caused it. It's my fault, idiot mistake. I will fix it. That will not be how it is in the future. But I still had a great time. Sounds like it still sounded okay, and can't thank you enough for being here. So you guys stay happy and healthy. Edward, I promise you'll get sacrifice on Sunday. I'm sorry I didn't get to it tonight, my friend. But that's a way to pull at my heartstrings. Put the frowny face there. But yeah, it's a great song. We'll get to it. So anyway, stay happy and healthy and stay safe. And for those of you who are piano players, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, make sure you give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. I'm Piano Man Steve Lungrin. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you all in a few days on Sunday. And if you're part of the Facebook group, I'll see you on Friday for questions and answers. All right, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.